accept the designs and will do my very best to implement them as quickly as I can." Berengar smiled graciously at the man's humble demeanor. Lord Ulrich truly knew his place in this world, a quality he could not say everyone had. After a long conversation about the ongoing changes in Kufstein, the supply caravan finally arrived at the mines, where they saw a camp set up outside of its entrance. Many of the miners had a difficult time returning to their families with all the work they were required to do, and as such, had built a shantytown outside of the mine's entrance, which the miners referred to as Miner Village. Berengar found himself disgusted by the conditions these poor peasants were forced to live in, and vowed that he would at least make some improvements to their temporary housing. After all, with the 40-hour workweek being introduced as one of Berengar's many safety and wellness innovations, they would no longer be forced to work until they dropped from exhaustion. After getting out of the carriage in which the two noblemen had ridden, the miners stood at attention as they noticed the arrival of their lord, who ruled over the territory they found themselves dwelling in. It was sporadic for him to visit the mines, and many men did not react. Berengar, however, was the first to speak. As you were, he had many things to handle in the upcoming weeks, and did not have the time to mingle with the locals. Eventually, dozens of men started getting out of the caravan and bringing supplies over to improve the mines. Seeing the handsome and well-dressed men standing next to their lord and giving him commands, the miners with more common sense took it to mean that Berengar was their boss's boss, and swiftly obeyed his orders and got back to work, only asking each other and the newcomers about who the man was with the slick-back golden hair. After several hours, the miners became used to Berengar giving commands as he stared at a map of the mine and their current excavation process. It would be a long and arduous journey to get these mines up to code. However, Berengar was resigned as he failed to return in time for his engagement ceremony. As such, he once more burnt the midnight oil. It was not until the whistle blew and the miners returned to their shacks did Berengar finally get some rest. He would work as long as the miners did and lead by example. That was always how he had handled things when in a leadership position, and would not change now just because he faced the dangers of the mines. Berengar lied down upon in a makeshift cot, under a lean-to shelter, as he gazed up the moon and stars, thinking about his past and present life. Eventually, he felt left and right. If one way within the vicinity, he could feel the ground shaking and the sounds of explosions as he commanded the workforce he brought with him to blast their way through the solid portions of rock with gunpowder caskets. The debris was rapidly cleared, and support beams were put in place to prevent a collapse. This was how Berengar spent the entirety of his time. Better working conditions. As such, he felt as if he was safe among these hard-working men, for in their eyes was a level of genuine respect rarely afforded to someone of Berengar's status by the common people. It was the same gaze the people of Kufstein gave Berengar every time they laid eyes upon him. Berengar felt happy, knowing that he had made a positive impact in the people's lives under his family's dominion. He did not think for 1 second that the people whose lives he had improved would turn on him. After all, who would harm their benefactor? Ulrich had visited the mines several times throughout the week, and was amazed by Berengar's progress. If things continued as planned, Berengar would be able to complete the project in a total of 3 weeks, which was slightly over his initial projection. Nevertheless, it gave Berengar ample time to prepare for his upcoming engagement ceremony, in which he had personally handed Ulrich his invitation. Everything seemed to be going as planned, that is, until 3 days after the second week of the project had begun. One afternoon, while Berengar was going through one of his regular inspections, he was led rather deeply into the mine by the foreman he had placed in charge. This man was one of many who had directly benefited from Berengar's labor reformations. By the time Berengar had reached the end of the mine shaft, he had not encountered any miners for the last 300 yards aside from the foreman he traveled with. After coming to a volatile section of the mine shaft, the supervisor turned around while holding onto his safety lamp. The bright flame illuminated the eerie smile that spread across the man's lips as he mouthed the words, "Your brother Lambert sends his regards." As soon as the man said those words, Berengar instantly realized he had been led into a trap. He had been surrounded by allies for far too long and had forgotten a valuable life lesson from his previous life. Greed and avarice will always prevail over good and virtue. As long as the price was right, even the most honorable of men would do the most despicable things. He had no way of knowing it at the time, but this man who under Berengar's guidance had seen his life, and that of his family's vastly improved, had been paid an extensive sum by Lambert to lead Berengar to his death. Before Berengar could react, the man sprinted behind him towards the exit. A second after passing him by, a blast went off, collapsing the tunnel upon the young lord. Then, everything went dark. Hours passed before Berengar regained consciousness. He was pinned under a giant stone and had difficulty breathing. His body was aching, and he could feel blood dripping from his forehead. There was no light nor sound, only the feeling of pain reverberating throughout his body. Debris filled the air, causing the young lord to choke as he cursed himself for being foolish enough to follow the man alone into the mine shaft. God, King, damn it! This is what I get for trusting people so easily. After venting out his frustration, Berengar attempted to lift the stone that was lying across his chest. The large stone must have weighed 150 pounds, and under the circumstances, he had a hard time lifting it off of his chest. Luckily for him, he had been using his bench press extensively over the past few months, and had made significant gains in that time. Through much effort, he could lift the rock off his chest and slide it to the side, allowing him ample space to breathe. As the young lord looked around to get his bearings straight, he could see very little. However, a few yards away, he could see the light shining through the cavern, which gave him hope. At least there was fresh air circulating through the cut-off region. Hopefully, the others would notice he was missing and send a rescue party. The biggest problem he currently faced was that he had nothing to drink, which meant if the search party could not find him for 3 days, then he was destined to die again. And so shortly after, he had reincarnated in this world. That, of course, was assuming that a search party would be sent after him. After all, if the foreman betrayed him, who's to say the others weren't in on it as well? Things were not looking good for Berengar at the moment. As such, he spent the next 30 minutes looking for an escape route. He found out that he was well and truly trapped. He could only rely on the grace of God for his salvation. The night after Berengar was trapped in the mine shaft, Lambert opened a letter in his chambers addressed to him by Lord Ulrich von Bilch. Now, the contents of the letter were as follows. Dear Lambert, son of Sieghard von Kufstein, the rightful heir to the barony of Kufstein, with great pleasure I inform you that your brother has been trapped within a mine shaft and currently has no means of escape. It will only be a matter of days before you are officially recognized as the heir to your family's lands. I congratulate you early on succeeding your father and gaining the title Baron of Kufstein. I will make sure to be at your wedding in the coming months. I trust you know what to do with this letter after you have finished reading it. Sincerely, Ulrich von Bilch. Now, after reading the letter, Lambert lit a candle and was about to set it ablaze when Linda walked through the door to his bedchamber. Seeing what the young boy was about to do, she felt as if something had gone terribly wrong, and immediately inquired about the details of his latest scheme. Is that a letter from my father? Lambert pulled the letter away from the flame and handed it over to Linda with a deeply satisfied smile spread across his lips. Better, it is a letter from the Lord of Wilch, now informing me that has taken care of our little problem. Linda hardly listened to Lambert's little narration as she studied the contents of the letter. When she read about Berengar's precarious situation, she could not prevent herself from breaking into tears, which Lambert immediately noticed. Confused and suspicious, Lambert got up and approached his fiancée with a concerned facade. What's wrong? Are you all right? Finally noticing that she was choking back tears with her free hand over her mouth, Lind began to wipe the tears from her eyes and did her best to reclaim her calmness, despite the wavering of her heart. Yes, of course, these are tears of joy. We are one step closer to our goal. Lambert, though initially suspicious, ended up believing the Heavenly Beauties Act. However, before he could further advance the relationship, he tossed the letter into Lambert's son. If you'll excuse me, I need to write to my father about our success. With that said, Linda rushed out the door. It was only after she was out of sight that she began to break out into tears, which crashed down around her as she ran to the only person she knew who could save Berengar, if he was still alive, that was. Ludwig stood in his shop, operating the trip hammer, as he pounded an ingot of high-carbon steel into the form of a sword. Though it had been many years since he last built a sword, it was something he would never forget how to do. The masterpiece's design he was working on was referred to in Berengar's many records as a side sword, a design that would usually not be made for the next 100 years. Yet due to the many projects Berengar had spent time designing, existed solely in the form of blueprints until now. Initially, when Berengar was started learning swordplay, he wanted a proper sword designed for himself. Though he later scratched the idea, the design still existed within the confines of the old engineer's shop. Ludwig and his team of smiths, engineers, and metalworkers had all banded together to create a wedding present for Berengar. Though it was years away, they rarely had downtime, so after hours they would spend a little bit of time each day working on their masterpiece to present the young lord as a token of their appreciation for everything he had done in their lives. Here in Kufstein, Lambert had no allies among the common population, and the level of respect they had for Berengar was beyond the means of simple bribery. Everything was calm and quiet on this evening, and only Ludwig was currently still in the shop, working on the design of the production of the exquisite sword. Just for Berengar, he had made the weapon out of crucible steel. Due to Berengar's innovations, he created a small crucible furnace solely for the production of fine crucible steel to be used in presentation-grade swords. Crucible steel was not common in European countries in either timeline, but was largely used by Eastern civilizations, the variations of which had different names, such as Damascus or wood steel. Berengar had always mentioned how beautiful crucible steel swords were, and had much desired one for himself, even though he felt the sword would soon become largely successful. While Ludwig was in the process of completing the sword blade, he heard the doors to his shop swing open, and immediately looked up at the disturbance. Linda, the heavenly beauty, Lambert's fiancée, was standing in the doorway, tears streaming down her face, and a nervous expression as she shouted at Ludwig in a pleading tone. "You have to help him! You have to save Berengar!" This perplexed Ludwig, as the man had heard on several occasions when drinking with Berengar that there was a cabal of nobles conspiring against him to remove him from his inheritance, and it was all led by Lambert. He could not understand why Lambert's fiancée would say such a thing, and was immediately suspicious. He instantly stopped what he was doing and backed away from the girl, with a crazy expression in her eyes. "Help him how? Save him from what?" Linda struggled to find the words to say, and tried to calm herself down. After several seconds, she was able to articulate her thoughts properly. Lambert? He got the Lord of Welch? Now to collapse the mines on top of him. He might be dead already. Ludwig could see the genuine look of concern on the beautiful girl's face, and was deeply confused by this. He accidentally let his thoughts slip through his tongue. "You're Lambert's fiancé. Why do you want to save Berengar?" Linda instantly became aware that Ludwig knew about her fiancé's intent to assassinate Berengar, and could not come up with an excuse for her actions. As she stared at the old man who was waiting patiently for her answer, she had no choice but to tell the truth. After all, Ludwig was Berengar's dear friend, and could be trusted, right? Because I love him. Ludwig heard this, and could not help but mumble beneath his breath, "Darn nobles." However, he could tell from the look on her doll-like face that she was telling the truth, and as such, he sighed heavily. "All right, I'll go gather the boys. If he's still alive, we'll see." Well, let's not think about it. With that said, Ludwig rushed off to gather the men and supplies he needed to mount a rescue expedition. If the Lord of Welch now was on Lambert's side, then there was no way his own men, the miners, would help in the search for the young lord. He had no hope but to gather as many people as he could, as quietly as he could. His first stop was to Eckhard Berengar's second-in-command of the militia. They needed to be rallied, and quickly. If Ulrich were really on Lambert's side, he would not allow excavation to occur, and the rest of the force needed an army loyal to Berengar to protect them in case things turned bloody. If he reported this matter to Sieghard, he would need proof to obtain his help. Even if he could convince the Baron, it would become a political battle between a Baron and his vassal. By the time help arrived, the young lord would be dead. When Eckhard heard the news from Ludwig, he did not hesitate to muster the militia. By midnight, an army of 600 men and 6 cannons were on the march to the lordship of Welch. Now, alongside the hundreds of volunteers whose aim was to rescue Berengar, just as Ludwig was about to lose faith in the bonds he had sown with the commoners, they would reward him in a greater capacity than he could ever ask of them. Under the cover of night, the army in which Berengar had formed rapidly covered the distance between Kufstein and Welch. Now, by the time the dawn had arrived, they had occupied Mining Town and detained Ulrich's workers. The sappers in the field began to construct fortifications surrounding the mining towns. By the end of the day, the makeshift town would resemble a miniature version of fortifications used during the siege of Petersburg from Berengar's previous life. The volunteer militia manned the fortifications, while others interrogated the workers that had been detained. Eckhard personally oversaw this effort. He began by speaking to the workforce Berengar had brought with him, which was far more loyal to the people of Kufstein where they had grown up. However, they were unaware of the assassination plot. But when they heard that Berengar might be stuck in the mines, they quickly revealed the only information they knew. which was that the foreman had led Berengar into the mines during a routine excavation, and that they were oddly ordered to withdraw. Nobody saw Berengar again after that, but a large explosion was heard, which they had assumed was regular construction. When Berengar's workers had asked the foreman about their lord's whereabouts, the man claimed that Berengar had left to visit Lord Ulrich. After hearing such information, Eckhard immediately seized the foreman, who had already been detained, and violently tortured the man for the information regarding the exact location where Berengar had been trapped. After some good old medieval justice, the man sang like a canary, and the rescue operations had begun. Meanwhile, Berengar was trapped inside the confines of the collapsed shaft. He had no food or water and was slightly injured. It was a miracle that no serious injury had occurred. He was slightly concussed and possibly had a broken rib. Luckily, it had not punctured his lung, or else he would long since have passed from this world. His throat was dry, as he had not quenched his thirst since before the cave-in, and while stuck in the darkness with no way out, he began to become deeply paranoid about the forces conspiring against him. He swore that if he survived this ordeal, he would personally lay siege to Ulrich's castle and drag him to the dungeons by the throat. There was simply no possibility the Lord of Wiltsch now was not involved in this attempt on Berengar's life. Shortly after having such thoughts, he had heard a muffled voice behind the rubble, which he could barely recognize as belonging to Ludwig. "My lord, can you hear me? Are you alive in there?" With a hoarse voice caused by dehydration and breathing in the fumes of debris, Berengar managed to converse with the man behind the wall. "Ludwig? Is that you? How the hell did you find me?" Ludwig had an enormous smile spread across his face when he heard that the young man was alive. He began to speak awkwardly as he confessed to how he found out about his current predicament. "Aye, it's me. Though I'm not one capable of judging the actions of the nobility such as yourself. Your brother's fiancée, revealed your current situation to me, as she begged me to save your life." Berengar could not help but chuckle, but groaned in pain as he did so. He had definitely fractured a rib, and it made breathing difficult and laughing agonizing. "Dear lord, do I love that woman. She came through for me once again. I'm seriously going to need to reward her this time." Ludwig could tell by the tone of Berengar's voice what the young lord was implying, and could not help but sigh. It is good to be young. After getting out those words, he decided to inform Berengar of what was transpiring. "Just hang on. I've got hundreds of the villagers to come to your rescue. You should be out of there in no time." Berengar quickly realized the problem with this. There was not the slightest possibility that their actions would go unnoticed by Ulrich. After all, this was his land that they were currently standing upon. When the Lord found out that there was an ongoing attempt to rescue the target of his assassination, he would undoubtedly send his army in an attempt to cover his tracks. As such, he began to give orders to Ludwig. "Ludwig, my friend, you need to get Eckhard to muster the militia. When the Lord of Wiltsch now finds out what you are doing, he will surely send his army to eliminate you all." Ludwig could not help but chuckle. He knew what Berengar was thinking, and had already acted accordingly. Please rest assured. Sir Eckhard and his men are already here fortifying the position as we speak. All 600 men and 6 guns are currently in a position to defend this mine with their lives. 600 men and 6 guns? Darn Christ! I need to give these guys a raise. They are working way too hard, Berengar thought to himself as he laid down and waited for rescue. For now, he had no choice but to wait for the excavation to be complete. If Ulrich showed up with his meager army during this time, he would be in for a rude awakening. The might of his militia was not to be underestimated, though the feudal forces of this world were sure to do so. A soldier in the field was in the process of cleaning his musket. This musket was personally designed by Berengar, and was named the 1417 land pattern musket, and it was quite an anachronistic design, dating
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what.
Hello everyone.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, we're on the way. And he was quick to react. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And that is out of play. Bruno Fernandes. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Theo Hernandez, comes from a family with great pedigree, although he's a very different player to his older brother, who's a fine player in his own right. But Theo is about dynamism, pace and energy. He just loves to get on that front foot.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And it's Salah. That's a shade optimistic. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Messi. Diaz. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bruno Fernandes! Quarter of an hour played. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone. Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Looking for options for movement. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Messi. Chouameni. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Ukraine do have a chance to counter here. Nice bit of trickery. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, just skips past his man. Great hit! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He looked so composed until the moment he pulled the trigger. I still think he can't believe he didn't put it away.
Zinchenko shifted upfield. That is ended up in no man's land. Chouameni. And it's Messi. To Messi. Spread it left. It's a promising position. And that was very necessary. Now it's Diaz. He's a sharp little ball here. Ukraine ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Nicked it back promptly. João Cancelo. Chouameni. Passing nice and neat. Can he get away here? Oh, sweet feet. Bruno Fernandes. Gets his head to it! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Stepanenko. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Mbappe. Plenty to aim at here. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Ukraine can counter promptly here. Zinchenko. Ukraine have a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Sabani. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Bruno Fernandes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Spread out to the left. And it's Salah. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. The midway point of the game.
Manchester United really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Gets a good foot in there. Turns back here, probably the best option. Stepanenko. Now Zinchenko. Messi. Diaz. Bruno Fernandes. Aim forwards. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. He was under real pressure there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Hernandez. Tchouaméni. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. And here's Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Forward it goes. He has found the way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance for the header! And he's gone looking for safety. Bruno Fernandes. He's having a go! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Stepanenko. Now Sabani. Away from immediate danger. Just eases him off the ball.
substitution on the field. Number 9, Luis Diaz. Number 8, Bruno
Out
Fernandes.
again for a throw-in.
Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 7, Vinicius
Manchester
Junior.
United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Substitution in progress.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Malinovsky, and he's managed to get free. Nicely spread. Mohamed Salah. Kulusevski. And it's played forward. Kulusevski looks to go up and over. And it's hoisted clear. Threads one in. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Ukraine making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he's had a hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe is flagged offside.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Zinchenko. Mudryk. Zinchenko. Fiddles it through. Mudryk's cross.
Minutes has been indicated.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Interesting ball. Out to the left it goes. And that's that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So what do you take away from it all?
And had a fractured rib. Yet the filth-covered young lord stood there, demanded a musket, so he too could join the action. Eckhart, of course, could not help but voice his complaints. My lord, do you really think that's a good idea? Berengar glared at Eckhart with a tyrannical stare as he boldly declared in front of his forces, lined against the trenches with their muskets raised. I will not sit idly by while the men under my command put their lives at risk in the face of the enemy. Now tell somebody to fetch me a musket. Eckhart could not help but admire Berengar's spirit. Even in his condition, he chose to fight and die alongside his troops. He was truly a young lord worth following. Before Eckhart could even bark the command, a man came over with a musket and paper cartridge box tied to a belt and presented them to Berengar while kneeling. My lord, I have acquired what you asked. Berengar grabbed a hold of the equipment and attached the belt shortly after. He bit open a paper cartridge and began to reload his weapon. While he was in the process of it, he barked at the soldier who had brought him his weapon. Rise. I do not need every soldier to kneel at me every time they are in my presence. A salute is fine enough. You should have learned this in your basic training. The man quickly snapped to attention and saluted. Yes, my lord. Berengar returned the man's salute before giving him commands. Good. Now take me to the front lines. I want to be among the first line that gets a shot at these Turks. The militiaman was assigned to a support unit. He was initially thankful, but after seeing his lord and commander's enthusiasm for battle, he could not help but feel sorrow that he would not get to fight at the front line by the side with the young lord. After leading Berengar to the front line, the man returned to his support unit with a gloomy expression. Berengar, as the highest-ranking officer, had seized direct command of the front line, something in which the troops were pleased. Meanwhile, Ulrich stayed behind his troops with his house guard. He was a cowardly man who refused to get his hands dirty on the field of battle. Alongside the house guard were the knights and men-at-arms, essentially the entirety of his professional force. Ulrich's plans were simple. He would have the peasant levies charge at the enemy. After all, slaughter Berengar's remaining forces. While Berengar was covered in dirt, grime, and filth from the mines, and had no proper armor, nor even a doublet to wear, Ulrich was covered head to toe in steel plate armor, in the style which was common during this time, which would later be referred to as style. Currently, the visor to his great bassinet was open, as he watched his peasant levies march towards the fortifications. He had very few archers. However, once they were with...
Thank you for that.
Once they were within range, they would rain a volley down upon the unarmored defenders, allowing his levies to rush towards the trenches. His plan was all supposed to go smoothly. It would allow him to defeat Berengar and his militia and cover his tracks successfully. So when his archers advanced into the 400-yard range, which was still far beyond their capabilities, he did not in the least expect the cannons that were hidden under cover would begin to rain fire upon them. When the 6 cannons echoed with thunder, as the canisters shot flew out of their bores and rained upon the archers, piercing their gambeson and mail armor as if it were made of tissue paper and scattering their limbs across the field.
Yes, it's a fight to me how much
Decimated into piles of men, their bodies no longer recognizable. Part of his plan was completely and utterly destroyed. However, the cannons, they quickly reloaded and fired a second bombardment of canister into the peasant levies, grieving the lives of dozens, if not hundreds, in the process. Their blood flowed onto the fields like a river and fertilized it in the process. At this point, the morale had already been broken among the levies, and they began to panic. Even the war horses of the knights and men-at-arms began to become frightened. As Lord Ulrich saw his ranks breaking, he swiftly commanded the knights and men-at-arms to hold the line at any cost. If those peasant jerks start breaking ranks, ride them down. Heeded their lord's command and rode down their own routing levies. Very quickly, the peasant levies began to understand where they stood and were pushed forward out of fear into the line of fire. Though the cannons continued to sound off, taking the lives of dozens, if not hundreds, with every step, the levies rushed through it, knowing their only way out was forward and into death. Even Ulrich figured once they got close enough, those frightening, thunderous weapons would have no effect. Berengar, on the other hand, was making sure his men did not fire in panic. Instead, with each bombardment of the cannons, their morale grew rapidly. Many even stared dumbfounded at how effective their weapons were. Hold your fire! Hold your fire! Do not fire until you see the whites in their eyes! This was a phrase Berengar continued to repeat to his musketeers as they held the line with their fingers firmly on the trigger. Despite the cannons blasting the ranks of the levies and the hundreds of losses, there were still close to 1,000 troops who rushed towards their position. The number was staggering and frightening. Nevertheless, they knew Berengar would not steer them wrong as they waited until they were given the command to fire. Finally, when the first line of Ulrich's levies were within 25 yards of the trench line, Berengar shouted at the top of his voice, "Fire!" With that, the echo of close to 500 muskets went off in unison, each musket ball finding its way into the body of an enemy. Limbs were torn apart, holes the size of a fist were punched through chests, and the blood-curdling screams of those unfortunate enough to survive filled the air as the militiamen rapidly reloaded their muskets. By now, the average militiaman could reload their musket within 20 seconds after all were reloaded. Including Berengar's, he would give the commands of ready, aim, and fire as the symphony of war continued to rage above the battle. Despite losing hundreds of men with each volley, the peasant levies pushed on as their escape route was cut off.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's the throw. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems...
Decent hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Memphis Depay actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Chouameni.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Stefan de Vrij. Now he's off and running. Simons. Strong running down that left flank. Diaz. Up to meet it! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Manchester United are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Stefan de Vrij. And it's Memphis Depay. That pass has been well intercepted. Mbappe. Stefan de Vrij. Van Dijk. And he's managed to get rid. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Simons. And Reinders. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
The Netherlands clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Could try cutting inside here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. No way through, so back it comes. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, sweet feet. Ball driven towards the far post. Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. Passing nice and... Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. In for the follow-up. And he's really put himself on the line here. Manchester United with the corner, there first. Safe to say, he's capable of better than that. And there isn't a whole lot anyone can do with that corner. Stefan de Vrij. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oh, good read. Dumfries. Simons. And they can counter here. Messi. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's had a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. looking to set free a runner. Can he latch on to this? Messi. And Upamecano. Messi. And the half-time whistle goes. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. The midway point of the game.
Manchester United ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Manchester United can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back...
Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Gakpo. Bruno Fernandes. Messi. Played out to the left flank. And it's Messi. Shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And that's been intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Antonio Silva. Here's Tchouaméni. Messi, pass is coming off in quick. Now the finish! He scores!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Goal! After 58 minutes is number 18, Kylian Mbappe.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
That pass isn't the best.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Bruno Fernandes. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Diaz. Hernandez. Diaz. That's a good run down the left. Here's the cross. Van Dijk clears it away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
And he's intervened well there. And it's Memphis Depay. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Gakpo, he's beaten the offside. A real chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal, when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 8, Wijnaldum. Substitution.
Chouameni. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Kulusevski. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Memphis Depay. Dumfries. The Netherlands couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, it's just a little long.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easy...
Has a goal! It's a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And that's it. That was always inevitable. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Manchester United get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And no, he's seen through all of that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking for the run. Now that's well seen too.
Being a live stream on YouTube.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. That is good alertness. Out to the left it goes. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 7. Coming on to replace him is number 18. Substitution taking
Gravenberg
place.
fiddles it through. And he's cut it out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. And that chance with a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's McAllister. Simons. Now it's Mbappe. Cleared away. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Manchester United can certainly give themselves a pat on the back for a job well done. They have a togetherness that makes them very hard to beat.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is amicable, the conditions do bring out the best in everyone, and I think we're all looking forward to a feel-good game. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you're just joining us, we are all Morata! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. Pedri. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pedri threads one in. João Cancelo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Stood up well to him there. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Diaz. Oh, that's fabulous. Pedri. Oh, that's a key interception. Nico Williams. He has found the way through. Morata. Chance! Just off target.
Fabian Ruiz certainly could have and should have made more of that.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Diaz. Hernandez. He's in, surely! Fabian Ruiz. Well, that has not gone well. Mbappe. Interesting ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's had it taken off him. And it's Cancelo. Pedri. Can he get it through? Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, that's neat. Opts to play it back. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that was vital. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Can he finish? And again. It's bounced out.
Oye. De öyle. Hı?
Terrific header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
And it's played forward. Messi. Bruno Fernandes. And he was alert to it. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Messi. And here's Mohamed Salah. Great chance! Goal! Manchester United! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
After 37 minutes is number 18, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Manchester United break the deadlock.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That is lovely. Oh, shooting chance! Traoré has a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Fabian Ruiz. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. And it's Cancelo. Messi. He is through here! Cucurella.
2 added minutes
Rodri.
has been indicated.
He's looking to set free a runner. Messi. Nico Williams. Now it's Mbappe. And there is the half-time whistle. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Manchester United merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Manchester United leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
Here we go again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Morata showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well timed, excellent interception. Messi. And he's looking to catch him up. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's a good run down the left. Lenormand. And it's Nacho. Here's Rodri. Pedri. Here's Rodri. Nicely weighted ball. Diaz! It's in! And This is getting better and better.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
Manchester United grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now.
Decent hit! Yes! And surely that settles it.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
After 57 minutes is number 21, Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah.
A case now of complete control.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Fabian Ruiz, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Nacho. And it's Nacho, and it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Manchester United have hit a quick-fire double here. Works it forward. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Hits one! They've done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Spain give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's got away, and he's managed to get free. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Rodri. That has been slung wide. Antonio Silva. For João Cancelo.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Luis Diaz. Number 8, Bruno
He's found a way through.
Number 10, Messi.
In by Cancelo. Oh, well played, well played.
Vinicius Junior.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Number 4,
Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Vinicius Junior. Pedri. Oyarzabal. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Simons. Kulusevski. Real chance here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Cancelo. He's shifting through the gears here. Header! And that would have been game, set and match.
Mbappe just got a little carried away with himself there. He knew he could have clinched it.
Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Spain are looking to break at pace, and he has been fouled there.
Substitutions taking place.
Nacho. Cucurella. And it's Nacho. And Lenormand. Merino. João Cancelo does well to get it back. Antonio Silva. Vinicius Junior is firing after that one. He's got away. Oh, that's a fine interception. Nacho gets rid without sophistication. Oh, that's delightful. Kulusevski, great leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Pedri.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe. Looking for the runner. He's in here! Vinicius Junior! He has done it!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
So now the difference is 3. Pinches it off him. He's looking wide. No, that's been intercepted. Out to the left it goes. And that's that. Oh, this is a side which is purring. Picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Mbappe, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, this is a good win for me. They know they've got the organisation and the discipline, and that's what gave them the platform to go on and win this.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.